The thoroughbred is a magnificent animal, bred for speed, bred to compete, the sport of kings.
Tama is drawing away, and Tama with Mike Smith, they win the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derby.
It's the all-new Let's Go Racing from Parks Casino and Racetrack. It's action-packed and fun for the entire family.
Il Miracolo now in command.
Let's Go Racing is proudly brought to you by the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association. It's fun to see them run.
Welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Danny Gibson here with Dick Girardi. We are coming to you from our Parks Racing studio, and what a week of racing it's been here at Parks. And also our Parks trainers took on some big races in the Mid-Atlantic area. Pennsylvania bred sprinters shine in the $100,000 Jumpstart Stakes. But lots going on for our Parks trainers, not only here at Parks, but other tracks.
Yeah, Butch Reed up in New York, Kate Tomasi at Keeneland, and the Jumpstart obviously was the key thing last Tuesday here at Parks. 100,000, as you said, for the PA bred stand.
Yeah, let's jump into that. Well, our Baron is our post-time favorite, and he's got the best forelock in the game. We love talking about Baron's cool hair.
And he won the race last year. He's not as form he has been before, Danny, but what a run he's had. 31 starts, 11 wins, 8 seconds, close to 900,000 for Barrett.
Our buddy Mike Moore has our second choice favorite with Bourbon Music.
First time with Mike was really, really good. Got an 85 buyer here at Penn. Now comes back to Park, see what he can do here.
Yeah, jumping in some deeper waters. Here's the call, the Jumpstart Stakes.
Bourbon Music 4 Harp settling into second, followed by Dollarization. Then right to his outside, there is Baron, followed by Jean Valjean, Smooth B, Word on a Wing. Then a gap of 2 or 3 back to one more scoop, followed by Vison. Another gap of 2 or 3 back to John Dutton, right to his outside. Strawberry Treat, and at the back, Prince of Rain. The opening quarter, 22 flat. Bourbon Music showing them the way. A wall of horses waiting behind him. Jean Valjean in between horses. Baron on the inside. Dollarization the gray. Jean Valjean's moving now. 4 Harps dropping back a little bit. On the outside, Word on a Wing beginning to get in gear, as well as one more scoop. Watch him from mid-pack. The half, 44 and 4. Bourbon Music. Jean Valjean to his outside. Baron is under a drive. Dollarization holding in third. Here comes Prince of Rain with a big run from off the pace as they make their way through the turn. Bourbon Music has led every step of the way. Jean Valjean, Dollarization on the rail. Baron grinding down the center of the track. Prince of Rain with some momentum, and watch out for Vison. He's flying down the center of the track. It is anyone's race in the Jumpstart Stakes, and Prince of Rain flying late. Dollarization hanging tough. Here comes Vison. Vison on the outside with a big late charge. Prince of Rain, and Vison, those two hit the wire together.
Well, Vison flying from the outside with jockey Dexter Haddock. Big win for owner and breeder Chuck Russo. He's put a lot into the game. Good to see him get a big win.
No question. Obviously, he had the sire of Volano, and the fact that he's got the dam and he's got everything involved with the family. Chuck's a local guy, and a really good story. Glad to see him get it done. It was all these high numbers, Danny, and high odds. You're right, 10, 9, 12. We're talking 20 to 1, 14 to 1, 30 to 1. It was a wild trifecta if you had it. I did not.
I did not either. For 50 cents, you could have had just over $1,900. Somebody had a good night for sure, but it was a wild finish. Here's more with our winning connections.
Dexter, when did you think you might get up and win? Because it was really close at the end.
Yeah, the horse, he don't like too much the dirt, and he go get be back in the half mile, but when I move outside, he's flying. He flying. When he changed the lead, I say I got the race.
Did you know you had gotten up?
Yeah.
Chuck, you bred this horse. What's it like to win a PA bred stake for $100,000?
I don't know. It's the first time it's ever happened, and I'm really happy.
Tell me the history. Do you still have the dam? And
I still have the dam. I have 3 foals, and she's pregnant.
Okay.
So she's a producer.
When you're watching the race, I mean, you're pretty far back. What are you thinking as you're watching it unfold?
Well, I knew there were some real nice horses in here, so I didn't know if he'd get up in time but I guess everything worked in it was perfect.
Well, these PA breds do not disappoint. Big win for Veasan and his connections, and really happy for trainer Ernesto Padilla, who's having just such a breakout year since he's been going on his own.
Yes, he has. We forgot to mention him at the top, but yeah, he's obviously an integral part of this whole scene, and congratulations to him.
Yeah, and he's been in horse racing for a long time, and so is his whole family. Well, we're going to head to our first break, but we have Turning for Home out at Lexington, Kentucky in the Retired Racehorse Project, and our trainers who made a big impact at other tracks.
November 2021.
The question a lot of people are asking themselves these days is, do I buy new or do I buy pre-owned? Here's what I'll tell you. New car inventories are still low and new car prices are still high. However, with the certified pre-owned Nissan at Chapman Nissan, we have a huge selection and you can save thousands over new. Plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance, 1-year prepaid maintenance, and so much more. And not for nothing. Can you really tell the difference? I can't.
The Excite Center at Parks Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss comedian Nicole Byer on November 9th, plus funny man Howie Mandel on Friday, November 17th. This powerhouse and legendary performer will light up the stage at the Excite Center. Parks Casino, this is how you win. This is how you win. Tickets on sale now.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, we caught up with Danielle Montgomery. She's our program director of Turning for Home, who is out in Kentucky at the Thoroughbred Makeover. That's the Racehorse Retirement Project, and this brings racehorses that just recently retired from all over the country to this awesome event. Here's more with Danielle. Out here with Danielle Montgomery, and we're going to talk about Turning for Home, was just at the Retired Racehorse Project in beautiful Lexington, Kentucky. Tell us about what it is and why it's so important for our horses.
The Retired Racehorse Project, we've been supporting them since 2015, Dan. I can't believe it. So many years. But it's just a great way for our horses to show off what they can do in second careers. They do a great job over at the makeover of setting these horses up for success for that first 2 years of transitioning off the track. And we've been able to get our horses into the hands of really good trainers that can go show them off in 10 different disciplines, all within a year and a half of them leaving the racetrack. So like I said, they're getting what Turning for Home is set up to do, is to kind of give them that little bit of a college education, you know, because they've already been broke, they already know racing, they're already solid citizens, but now what can they do for a second career? So it's been a fun partnership, and you came before.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun getting to see the racing and the show world kind of meet together. What are some of the horses? I love your jacket, and what a really cool logo they have. What are some of the horses that maybe some of our fans will know that competed this year?
Full Gallop Farm sent out 3 horses. They competed in barrel racing, show jumping, but really excelled in eventing. 14th and 15th in eventing for Danzified, retired to us by Mike Catalano. But the top Turning for Home horse, that award went to Mike Leverett, Uncomfortably Cool. Mike does a great job with these horses. He's an amateur from Georgia that uses these horses to do ranch work. And last year he was 2nd at ranch work. This year he was 5th in the competitive trail. And the horses have to do all kinds of intricate obstacles, and they have to showcase their skills as solid citizens again. And Mike's done a real good job getting horses through Kelly Lupton, and he was our top Turning for Home horse.
Well, Comfortably Cool is a Pennsylvania bred by Kate DeMassey and Pewter Stable, and last trained by Scott Lake, so a lot of fun. And everybody, you have to get out to the Retired Racehorse Project. It's in the October at Lexington, Kentucky. Thanks for explaining it to us.
Absolutely.
It really is an awesome event. I was out there a couple of years, and it's just such a celebration of these horses that were just racing on the racetrack, and now they're doing all these other disciplines, and it's a real celebration of them.
Yeah, for sure. You see a lot of Parks horses there, people familiar with, names that they know. Now they're in a second career, and I'm going to go there as soon as they allow betting on this event.
Yeah, we saw Whitmore and some really big horses out there. Well, let's get into our national races of the week. We're going to start up at Aqueduct. This is the Belmont at Aqueduct meet. This race did come off the turf. It's the $125,000 Carl Place Stakes. 3-year-olds going 6 furlongs. And our favorite is on the last page. It's Super Chow for Jorge Delgado.
Yeah, Super Chow's fine, 4 to 5, and I'm sure they were thrilled when it came off. But nobody was more thrilled than Butch Reed. And Butch got the call the day before that they were coming off, so he could send 90% Matty up to New York. Didn't want to run on the turf. Really wanted to run on dirt, and because it's only a 4-horse field, he just happened to get the services of Irad Ortiz Jr.
He did a little last minute, but Matty packed his bags and up the turnpike they went. Here's the call to Carl Place.
The first quarter was running 22 and 1/5 seconds. Here is Super Chow on the outside to poke his head in front of Sir Lancelot. Super Chow, the leader. Sir Lancelot back running in second. Just Beat the Odds is now gaining ground, and 90% Matty as the field comes off the turn and enters the stretch. It is Super Chow with the lead. Just Beat the Odds bearing down on him, and 90% Matty out in the middle of the track. 3 of them across with 1/8 of a mile to the finish. Just Beat the Odds in between horses. 90% Matty on the outside. Then Super Chow now in third. Just Beat the Odds. 90% Matty on the outside. They come for the finish. 90% Matty. And she had to give 100% today to get the job done.
And 90% Matty getting the win. And Maggie Wolfendale was the one that said here on Pennsylvania Derby Day she had looked forward to seeing this horse sprint, and shortening him up is just what he needed.
And Maggie doesn't miss much. Neither does Butch. Thrilled that they got this win, and it's a great backstory. I had a chance to catch up with Butch a couple days after the race. How happy were you first when you found out it was off the turf and that you were going to get the rider you got?
Yeah, it turned out great. It was a perfect storm, as they say, and the storm was true. I saw early in the week that it looked like a prediction of a lot of rain over the weekend. So did I take a shot, put him in main track only, and actually didn't name a rider at the time, figuring that if it did come off, we'd have plenty of opportunities, and worked out perfect. Irad came open, scratched down to a 4-horse field, and we had an outside post. You can't ask for any better than that.
And when they're running the race, it was kind of a strange race. Everybody was all different positions, but then you had the last punch.
Absolutely. And Irad, that's why you get guys like that. He didn't panic. And we knew there was all speed in him. He looked like the only closer in the race to us. We discussed it beforehand. And he doesn't like a lot of dirt in his face, so he stayed wide and just stayed around the group and finished great.
And the Wagelias win everywhere. Are you the only guy that loves this sire? I mean, I know he's a good sire, but you just love him.
Yeah, I'm just sorry I discovered him so late in his life. I think he's 25 years old or something like that now. But, yeah, he's been a godsend to us. We've had a bunch of them, a bunch of stake winners, and, we've got a bunch with made a lot of money. So we like him a lot.
And congratulations to you and Jenny. Proud new grandfather. Your daughter Whitney just gave birth. What's that like?
Oh, it's amazing because it dwarfs all this other stuff. I mean, this is all window dressing compared to that. Little Rosie's doing fine, and mother and father are doing well, too. So it's been a great weekend.
Well, the big news was Butch and Ginny are grandparents. Pop-Up and Gam-Gam, as I like to call them, but really happy for them and their daughter Whitney and their beautiful new grandson Rhodes.
Yeah, it's very cool stuff, and when you're a grandparent, anybody that's ever been there understands how they're feeling.
Maybe he'll be in the horse racing industry one day. No doubt it's in his blood. Well, let's get to some national races out at Keeneland. This is a big $140,000 allowance race on the turf, sprinting 5.5 furlongs for fillies and mares, but one of our Hall of Fame trainers, Kate DeMassey, made the trip out there.
Yeah, Kate DeMassey's made 2 previous trips to Keeneland, Danny, without success back in the 90s and then 5 or so years ago, but has this brilliant filly, All That Magic. We saw her most recently in the Turf Monster, but you can put a line through that race for everybody in it because it was in that bog that really the form was irrelevant, but gets Louis Saez, and All That Magic is a very nice 10-1 at Keeneland. They're going, wait a second, who's this horse in Parks? How could she win?
Here's the call, the allowance race.
Karimba is the leader, opening quarter in 20.88 seconds. Karimba leads, opening buzz, Miner's Queen, then Top Gun Girl back toward the inside, then a break of 5 more lengths back to Marissa's Lady as they come off the far turn, top of the lane. It is Karimba, opening buzz to the outside, Top Gun Girl, Miner's Queen is there, still 4th in between horses, moving into the final furlong, and it is still Karimba. Karimba with the lead, going good, it's coming up the inside, Marissa's Lady toward the outside, and here comes All That Magic. All That Magic coming forward for the lead. Marissa's Lady is running late behind her. All That Magic, Luis Saez.
And All That Magic showing a new dimension, usually breaks on top. It came off the pace with a great ride from Luis Saez and Kate and Bradar. You guys know her from TVG. She said right on air that Kate DeMasi is not bringing this filly out here unless she knows she's loaded, and loaded she was.
Yeah, it was interesting. I texted Kate to congratulate her Sunday night, and she said, man, it was a totally different way. I thought she was going to run. Like, you know, what is she doing so far back? But that's why you pay these big jockeys. They know things that others do not. She was terrific. Got a 93 Beyer figures. Only lost the one time on the grass, and again, put a line through it. It's a great handicapping thing. When you see these races and on turf courses like that, that form means nothing. And congratulations to Kate. It's her first ever win at Keeneland, one of our most legendary race courses.
Absolutely. Our very own Bruce Casella caught up with trainer Kate DeMasi on this big win.
All That Magic was certainly magic in Kentucky. Tell me about it.
Yeah, she really ran a big race. In fact, as the race was unfolding, I'm thinking, boy, unless she's going to do a different style today, we're not running at all. And Luis Saez rode her great, and she just, once he got her through that seam, she just exploded. So it was a really exciting race to watch.
What made you go to Keeneland?
Well, after the Turf Monster here, we had nowhere else to go. There was really nothing on the East Coast to run in. There was one stake up in New York, and there was a big stake out at Keeneland, and that was an allowance race. It made sense. She had the condition for it, and everything just worked out.
It's always nice when you can win in the bluegrass. It is an amazing place to race a horse.
It really is. It's a beautiful place, and my assistant had only been there one time before, so it was really exciting for him to be able to go out there and not only win the race, but, you know, just to be out there and experience the whole racing event.
What's the plan for All That Magic?
I'm not really sure yet. You know, she shipped great. It was like unbelievable. It was like a dream trip. And she's already back in her stall at Monmouth right now. And I'm not really sure what our game plan is with her just yet. Just going to enjoy this race for now.
We're going to jump back to the local scene here at Parks. This was the race that we had our Parks picks. It was Monday's 9th race for 2-year-old fillies, optional claiming in there for the 25,000 tag, 6 furlongs. I landed on Sweet Mischief. You had Tina, who was our favorite, and Shake It Baby's second choice.
Yeah, Shake It Baby, Jamie Ness, Ruben Silvera. Do they win many races here at Parks together? Yeah, why did we pick him?
Why didn't we pick it? Well, we'll see right here. Here's the call of our local race of the week.
Made Birdie, it is a mad dash for the lead, and Sweet Mischief is going to emerge with it. Sweet Mischief followed by Made Birdie, getting shuffled back there a bit. Tina on the outside. Shake It Baby, she's now in second. Then it's Grace Reformed after that stumble. Betsy is the gal to her outside. Shelby shortstop. Anna Loper is the early trailer. The opening quarter, 22-4. Sweet Mischief has about half a length over Shake It Baby, who's under a tight hold and tracking in second. Now in the clear, Tina, she's up to third. She's being worked on, but she's making up some ground. Grace Reformed beginning to get in gear. Dropping back there is Made Birdie from off the pace. Betsy is the gal and a Loper. Those two are making their runs, and nothing from Shelby shortstop as they make their way around the turn. And it is Shake It Baby who has now taken command. Shake It Baby and Ruben Silvera hit the top of the stretch and command the half, 47-4. Shake It Baby being asked for a little bit more, and she is green, but she is responding. Tina giving chase, but not making up that much ground. They're all going to have to catch Shake It Baby, and she's just opening up for fun. There's a 16th left to go. Shake It Baby going right to the winner's circle under Ruben Silvera. A hand ride for her.
And Shake It Baby did just that, shook away from the whole field. You know, I liked her. I did. I really wanted to like her. I only didn't pick her because I was trying to be coy with getting a price with Sweet Mischief. But, you know, sometimes Ness doesn't do as well with the 2-year-olds here. But she proved much the best. 8 3/4 lengths win. That's legit.
Yeah, she was really good. Second time off the claimed her from down at Ellis Park in Kentucky. And Jamie has done a lot of things in his career, Danny. This is going to be the first year he's ever won 300 3 years in a row. He's at 4,100 wins and counting, top 15 all time. And I looked at that list, I'm going, who has the best winning percentage of all the trainers in the top 15 all time? The answer is Jamie Ness at 25%.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to talk to. He's offered me many times to shout him in the barn. What an operation he runs. He's got horses here, many tracks.
He's going to be the leading trainer at Delaware Park again. Their meet's about to close, and he's going to win that training title. Obviously, he's going to win the training title here again.
That's really cool. That's legendary in itself. We have another national race for you out at Keeneland. This is for fillies, 3-year-old fillies going 7 furlongs. The Grade 2 Lexus Raven Run, $350,000 are running for. All the Stars are favorite for Brett Brinkman.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's not a trainer I know much about, but boy, this is a filly that's really hot. Won her last 2 races by gigantic margins.
And Cherie DeVoe, what a breakout year she's having. She has Fava, our second choice.
Yeah, no doubt she's had an unbelievable year. Most recently won the Charlestown Oaks, got a career best buyer, and as you said, Cherie is having some kind of 2023.
She certainly is. Here is the Lexus Raven Run Stakes.
Alva Star, the leader. It is Ancient Peace, who's still second on the outside, a length and a half off the lead now. And then Vava inside of Lady Radler. Dazzling Blue has to go wide to the top of the stretch. She's 5th. Lily Pooh is in 6th. And Apple Picker last. They turn for home. Alva Star, the leader. Vava comes to the outside, and then Dazzling Blue out in the center of the track is in 3rd. Here comes Vava trying to chase down Alva Star, and the battle is on, moving by the 8th pole. Alva Star maintains the lead by a length. Vava's there in 2nd. Alva Star, Vava still trying, still there on the outside. Final furlong of the Lexus Raven Run. Vava right alongside of Alva Star. It is Vava.
Fava, boy, she gets the win here. She is game 1S with the Hall of Famer Johnny Velasquez. And like we said before, Cherie DeVoe, she is a name. She's becoming a household name.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And 100 buyer. And Cherie immediately said, they were saying, what are you going to do next? Going to the La Brea at Santa Anita right after Christmas, a Grade 1 race. So she obviously thinks this filly, maybe see her in the Filly and Mare Sprint in 2024 at Del Mar. Look out. She's good and getting better.
Well, she's a good horsewoman that knows her stuff. She used to work under the tutelage of trainer Chad Brown. Obviously, he's a household name, and she is making a name for herself. Well, we're going to head to another break, but don't go anywhere. We have Jockey and Trainer of the Week and Best of the Rest all coming up.
The Excite Center at Parks Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss country superstar and 14-time Grammy Award winner Martina McBride on Saturday, December 16. And she brings her Joy of Christmas tour to the stage of the Excite Center inside Parks Casino. Parks Casino, this is how you win. Tickets on sale now.
Racehorses are pampered.
Treated with care and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them.
And they do right by us.
The hard-working folks
who proudly earn our living
in Pennsylvania's horse racing
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
But it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs.
Jobs. And billions in economic impact each year.
All across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
PA bred, I think we've built a brand at this point.
The state of Pennsylvania has the best breeders program in the entire United States.
Angel of Empire wins the Arkansas Derby and wins it clear.
Caravel in the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint.
Pennsylvania and the PHBA have the best state-bred program in the country, bar none. The best Breeders' Awards and Stallion Awards in the country.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, our Jockey and Trainer of the Week is brought to you by Turning for Home. Congratulations, apprentice jockey Daler Barrios Lopez. He had a 3-win Tuesday. This is an apprentice that's really riding well, and I think you're going to see him progress a lot like he did Jaime Torres.
Yeah, and people like when these bug boys get hot because they like that weight edge.
Oh, absolutely. And congratulations to our winning trainer, Ernesto Padilla Preciado. He had his big stakes win with Veasan, and he is on a roll.
He is on a roll. He's a good guy and a good trainer.
He absolutely is. Well, let's get the best of the rest. We're going to take a look at the Perryville at Keeneland. This is for 3-year-olds going 7 furlongs, $250,000. A lot of names in here you saw in the Kentucky Derby, like Verifying and Raise Cane, but Raise Cane, he's going to stalk the leaders here.
Yeah, Dr. Venkeman came in from California, the big favorite at 6-5. Ran a really good race, but Raise Cane is going to get up right at the end for Ben Colebrook and Louis Saez.
Yeah, big win. I always liked Raise Cane. Well, let's go out to Santa Anita. This is for 2-year-old fillies sprinting 6 furlongs in the Anokia. $85,000 is the purse.
Yeah, Sandy Bottom is your 6-5 favorite for our good friend Michael McCarthy, and this is a daughter of Omaha Beach who's off to a good start as a sire, and she's right with the pace the whole way, and then she just runs away. Can't catch her. This is a name to remember. Sandy Bottom could be a player on the 3-year-old filly scene next year. I think she's more of a sprinter off watching her and looking at her build, but we'll never know until Michael decides maybe we'll try 2 times.
Well, I'm a big fan of Michael McCarthy,
We
and I'm
all are.
even a bigger fan of the name Sandy Bottom because we've all had those at the beach, the Sire Omaha Beach. Great play on words. Well, let's get to Ion Racing. Obviously, all eyes are going to be on the Breeders' Cup, and I know your eyes are getting tired from doing your homework.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm through Saturday's card, as we talked about. I got some advanced past performances to get a sense of who's going to be running, and pre-entries are now out. The entries will be drawn formally on Monday at Santa Anita, then next Friday and Saturday. 14 races over 2 days. There'll be some other big races also, including our Greenwood Cup winner will be out there running in the marathon. It's not part of the Breeders' Cup, but looking forward to it. Can't wait. Next week we're going to have John Everett on the show by phone to talk about Arcangelo. Will be certainly, if not the favorite, one of the favorites. Great recent workout by Arabian Night. It was just awesome. It was your classic look out for Baffert workout, but can't wait. Breeders' Cup is coming in a week.
Yeah, looking forward to see those champions and who will be our next big star. Well, we're going to get to our final break, but don't go anywhere. We have Parks picks and news and notes coming up.
The Excite Center at Parks Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss the mind-blowing magic and illusions of the one and only Michael Carbonaro on Friday, December 15th. This legendary performer will light up the stage at the Excite Center inside Parks Casino. Parks Casino, this is how you win. Tickets on sale now.
The question a lot of people are asking themselves these days is, do I buy new or do I buy pre-owned? Here's what I'll tell you. New car inventories are still low and new car prices are still high. However, with the certified pre-owned Nissan at Chapman Nissan, we have a huge selection and you can save thousands over new. Plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance, 1-year prepaid maintenance, and so much more. And not for nothing. Can you really tell the difference? I can't.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parks Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parks is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
If you want action and you want it now, you got to get the new Parks Racing mobile app. Wager and watch thoroughbred and harness racing from around the world. With the Parks Racing mobile app, it's easy to open and fund your account. Then place your wagers and cheer on your horse as they thunder down the stretch. With the Parks Racing mobile app, you'll easily make withdrawal requests, view the previous day's replays and results. Plus, open any new account now and you'll be automatically enrolled in the Parks Rewards program. The more you wager, the more you earn. Get the new Parks Racing mobile app and get in on the action. Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, let's get some Parks picks for you. We're going to take a look at Monday's 9th race. This is for our fillies and mares, optional claiming $32,000. Big purse here, $52,000. So this is a really nice field of fillies and mares. And shall I go first?
Yeah, you go first, Dan.
All right, I'm going to go with the outside horse, the number 9, Knickers in a Twist, Flint Stites. Julio Hernandez is one of the best jockeys if you're on the lead. This horse has a lot of early speed. I like the shortening up in distance. Flint Stites is a really good horseman. We see him at Penn National. That's where he's stabled, and I like Knickers in a Twist.
Yeah, I was between two here, Danny. Knowing Glance, Jamie Ness, really good off the claim, terrific race. But Empire Pace beat him that day, and I'm going back to Empire Pace, the 4-year-old filly, who I think, not sure if it's going to be as good off the claim, but we'll see. If she is, she wins. She got a 93 by her last time, so Empire Pass for me.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good race. Well, keep an eye out. We do have a post-time change coming up November 6th, so make sure you get here a little earlier so you can get here for the first race. But what a great show we had. Thanks for watching Dick and I. But don't go anywhere. Coming up next is the debut of On the Rail with our friends Jessica Paquette and Chris Griffin. Enjoy.
And they're off. Skippy Longstocking has early speed. We the people from in between horses. Taba's got the lead now. It's Taba in the center of the racetrack, but Taba is drawing away. And Taba with Mike Smith, they win the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derbies.